superpowers to bring you entertainment.
Please, Mr. Zombie, don't eat me. I've got fibromyalgia. I've got gout.
And welcome to Business Party Podcast. And I swear to God, that intro better have recorded this time, unlike last episode. Because, man, when I saw it, heard it didn't record, I was like, what is happening? And it was weird that it was just that.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I was able to add it on the Spotify for anyone that's listening that heard it on there because I can add it in the background. But I didn't feel like doing it on that one. But anyways, whatever. Yeah. What is happening?
Folks. Back for another exciting, wonderful week. I forgot to tell people we were live on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. We's live.
Yeah, my Facebook video exploded, by the way. My reels
Oh, really?
of a girl, a Spanish girl that was, kind of like wearing a bathing suit top, and she was frying hot food, and she's like, yeah, if you don't know what this is, you need a Spanish woman. And there's just a cut to me in the camera like this, like, bro, listen, bro, if you see a girl like that, she's got no shirt on, she's frying stuff, you better run. You hear that music, that Spanish music in the background, you better run. And the caption was, if you like oil baths, hot oil baths.
Right.
And it's just been shared by Gutierrez, Ortiz, Ramirez, Gonzalez. So I'm like, I struck a chord. I struck
on with that one.
My people,
Nice.
mi gente.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
How's your week?
Hey, been good.
Good?
Just been chilling. Playing a lot of video games. Yeah. I've been playing the shit out of that 7 Days to Die. And anyone that plays it on console, if they're listening or has played it on console, man, it is a world of difference on the PC. It's like a totally just upgraded version of the game. It's so much different, so way better to play, easier to learn all the shit just because everything works so much better. But we already got Doom up in here. What up, homie? So only one thing should be considered classified as positions of military equipment and major government officials. I agree. I agree with that. And yeah, well, we'll get into it in a little bit. Why I called this one how about Obama's files next? Because I mean, it seems like almost everybody has fucking classified files right now, huh? You know,
they just happen to take stuff home with them. They just, decided that, hi, Will, how you doing, buddy? Let's just acknowledge Will before he throws a tantrum.
Right, what up? Say hi to
me. So yeah, Biden's America. Jesus.
Yeah.
I gotta tell him about that. But yeah, it seems like everybody just decided that they were going home with parting gifts, and it didn't become a problem until the ex-president decided that he was going to take his parting gifts, and people just decided that it was now a problem. And then, you have the likes of Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg, like, well, Trump did it in his mind, so it's okay for him. But, Biden did it. He asked. He went through the proper channels. And he went through such proper channels. They kept finding new files.
Well, it's like the whole thing, too. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, Doom. That's the whole thing is like with Trump. Okay, yeah, maybe he was fucking stupid about the way he was going about it. Okay, whatever. If he needs to go to jail, he needs to go to jail. Whatever. It is what it is. But the fact of the matter is, the person who has the ability to declassify is the president. And then now all of a sudden, Joe Biden comes up with classified files in 3 different spots. And then now we got classified records found at Mike Pence's house in Indiana just months after he denied having any. And then now, how about Obama's files next? They told us Obama has 30,000 classified documents. Like, yeah, let's see Bush's. Let's see all of everything declassified. See, I agree with him on that. Like, everything should be declassified when it comes to information to the public.
We might see Bush next week. You never know.
Dude.
Hi, Abel.
What up, Abel?
Come on, man. Why do you need to search St. Obama's house? I mean, it is going to get washed away pretty soon because, global warming. and all that stuff, but yet he bought a giant house, on the waterfront in
Right.
Massachusetts. But it is what it is. I was screaming about how y'all don't acknowledge me. Oh, Will, you kids. Oh, you kids.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean,
But like, I want to know what Obama has. I mean, yeah, let's go back to Bush too, but I want to know what Obama has. That's what
I
I
do,
want to know.
I do too. I want to know what, like Doom said. I want to know what they all have.
Yeah.
I want to know what they all have. The only thing that should be classified is where people are at that time. Other than that, I want
Yeah.
to know. I want to know how
What
much
up,
money was
Richard?
sent where. What up? Finish the message. Yeah. Okay. I mean, wife Michael would never do anything illegal except have a wiener.
Right.
But yeah, I want to know everything that happened, but they'll never do it.
No,
They'll
that'll
never.
never happen.
They'll never. They're just too busy blaming each other for garbage nonsense, and it's so stupid.
Right.
It's so.
Well, that's what I keep saying. Like, it's just all it is fucking professional wrestling. All they are is a bunch of actors, and like they try to act like they're trying to do something. Like, I'm sorry, Kevin McCarthy sounds real good right now, but he's just playing the role. He's just playing the game, playing to the crowd. Who am I gonna rile up most? Because the whole thing is, yeah, it sounds all good, but anything that gets to Biden that is in favor of what we're gonna want is going to get vetoed. And like, how are they? How is like KJP and all them going to be saying that anything that we do that like puts money back to our people's adding to the deficit? They keep saying that. And it's like, how are you getting away with that?
Dude, for as much as she's his mouthpiece, she's talking as much as he did during the election. Like everything is, I
Right.
referred you to the DOJ, refer you to the DOJ. I refer you to the DOJ. I can't comment on that. I can't talk. You're the president's mouthpiece. You're supposed to let the American people know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's like, dude, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and it's becoming
No.
more and more evident. And it's nice that people are seeing it, because I was watching a live the other day, and there was a bunch of people saying the same things we've been saying for a while about your taxes,
Mm-hmm.
about where you live, what you should do. And it's like, and it was a whole diverse group of people, and I was like, yes,
Yeah.
finally people are starting to wake up, and people are starting to see that no, they're all garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter what side you're on. You shouldn't be claiming a side, left, right, middle, left, right. Be in the middle. Be how you feel it should be. Don't,
Right.
not because somebody tells you
Well,
something.
I mean, there's that, but it's like the representatives that are in there are already part of the problem. And like we want to be able to like do the term limit deal and other shit, or even like just have more power to be able to get people out, because it's bullshit that people can become lifetime politicians. That should not be able to happen. It's just ridiculous. And like obviously, like we keep saying, Crenshaw and like the Pelosi's and Clintons and all them are just in there to make money. They're like, how do you get in there and become millionaires? It's just not supposed to happen, like.
Well, I mean, Will does make a good point. Facts, one coin, two sides, same value. They don't give a shit either side. Yep, you're
Yep.
right. It's exactly what it is. I'm trying to find the freaking clip.
Yeah, it is. It should be able to be like a 4 to 5 party system, to be honest. I mean, whoever comes in with the best fucking ideas, and it's
Yeah.
bullshit that like they put a big end to that whenever the Ron Paul phase came around with the libertarian view of real anti-war and giving money back to the people and getting rid of the FBI and all that shit. Why? Because he basically said that he knew they were going to eventually be used against the American people, no matter if it was left, right, whatever else. Like it's just it's a federal enforcement agency that is not needed. Just isn't.
What 4-letter word did KJMP LMNOP use when they found out that Trump had his files?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but everybody's calling Peter Ducey a hero for what he just said. Because he asked her, what 4-letter word did you use when they found the things in Biden's house? But yeah, here's the no brow idiot. Here's a no brow idiot
Blinky.
talking about no, not Blinky.
Oh,
The-
because started calling her that because every
And-
time she gets stumped on something, she like just starts blinking like crazy.
Like
I-
like a robot that's like shorts. No, the other no browed idiot.
oh Jesus!
Presidents and vice presidents can declassify these, not
No.
with the brains. There is, you have to go. There is something that you go through before it's declassified.
Yeah, if you're president, you go, it's declassified.
Yeah, well, you say it, and then they do the paperwork afterward. That's the whole thing. Is that the president can say that, then they start doing it. Like he's allowed to, and plus, it's not like he's gonna declassify shit, and then he's gonna go on the news himself with the papers. You know what I'm saying? Like generally, they declassify them so they can take them to places and share it with other people that need to know.
Yeah,
and that's about it.
But this order came, it was expanded right after that George Bush put it into place because George Bush made it so presidents could declassify. Obama stretched it to make it vice presidents. So give
what Michelle Obama stretches the anus? Is that what she did? She
I need to look into that. It's supposed executive order about what she's talking about because supposedly Obama did make an executive order saying that the vice presidents have like power to do that or something.
To declassify anything that they're on the committee for.
Oh.
Anything that they're, and it just so happens, what was one of the committees Joe's was on? Oh, Ukraine.
Well, looky there.
Oh, that was one of the. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Even though I wish they would say all that while they're explaining what's going on, because if you say, a classified document, everybody goes, oh my God.
Like when they said Trump had classified documents and everybody freaked out.
Right. Dude, she's so ridiculous.
Yeah, she's so it gets worse. She just buries herself even more.
Awesome.
How dare he keep that? And if these guys can declassify, presidents and vice presidents can declassify, are we chasing our tail with some of this?
Well, but that's a very good point, but I think it has to be true for Trump and for Biden. So if for President Biden to be able to declassify something, there has to be evidence he did in fact declassify it, which is
she doesn't look real.
I was trying to argue I declassified it. Well, there's
presidents and vice presidents.
It's because her eyes and her forehead don't move when she talks. Watch, she kind of has that Nancy Pelosi thing.
She
got that Nancy Pelosi.
Has to be true for Trump and for Biden. So
she looks like a fucking like a robot mannequin.
Like Stepford wife.
Yeah, like she's got to chisel that shit off her face. Jesus. All right.
For President Biden to be able to declassify something, there has to be evidence he did in fact declassify it, which is the thing that Trump's trying to argue. I declassified it. Well, there's no evidence.
He did it with his head. He didn't go through the process. He said he did with his mind.
But is Biden saying he even?
I don't think Biden's saying that yet. And I think what I'm frustrated by is how kind of brazen and dismissive President Biden has been of this, because he said it went from, anyone could be irresponsible, but I have no regrets. There's no there to, but it was locked up next to my Corvette. I mean, this, as you said, is a very serious matter.
Obama era ethics chief Walter Schwab slammed the scandal as an inexcusable neglect of the most basic security protocols. Senator Joe Manchin also slammed Biden, saying to put those unsecured spaces is irresponsible, and adding, I think it should have been a lot to regret. But I take whatever Manchin says with a grain of salt. Anyway,
yeah, I don't really whatever with him. I'm not a big fan of him. He was at the WEF, I believe.
Yeah, yes, he was.
Yeah, fucking douchebag.
The WEF, where Greta Thunberg didn't answer a question and just sat there and laughed. Why not talk to you? I know. Why not talk to the people that you're trying to convince? Why not try? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Aren't you there to convince people who aren't convinced about this? But no, you just want to talk to the people who are just on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Is that's all you want to do? So it's it's insane, man. We say it every week, but this play we've gone insane here. People
Oh
have
yeah.
gotten
Well,
completely nuts.
like if anyone's paying attention to that WEF shit, and if they know about Agenda 2030, which we're talking about on my other podcast, Two Jacks One Scotch, check us out on Rumble. We're talking about Agenda 2030, and it's like the same plan. Like it's the same shit. It's like what's rolling out now, especially if you look at Agenda 21, which is like 341 pages in a PDF. And I forget, I think Agenda 2030, it's just like the add-on to that. It's only like 42 or 43. But yeah, it's a crazy just global socialist plan for globalism. Yeah.
And they're just telling everybody about it.
Yeah.
They just openly just be like, yeah, this is what we plan on doing. All of a sudden, you know, I think we were talking about last week, Sheila Jackson Lee decided that she was going to put an anti-racist bill in. And then what? And then you find out that the WEF was talking about that.
Right.
Nice. Sweet. But yeah, it's
sweet.
It's so stupid.
Nice.
And
yeah, speaking of Rumble though too, we need to start streaming there. We'll get that set up. Yeah.
It shows that we have nobody in here, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
It shows
that's why I'm like,
yeah. I'm like, we gotta do something else. It's just getting it's getting dumb here. But yeah, you can't believe these people at all, because they just lie to you. And I really hate this. It's either you're a MAGA Republican or a MAGA Nazi whatever, or an American terrorist.
Right.
You know, and it's like I mean, do you see what's going on in Atlanta?
Oh yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me? Like all of a sudden now it's well, that's not an insurrection. That's not a government building. You know,
of course,
it's like
they always go to that. Like anytime you put any sort of comparison, oh well, yeah, it's fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah, it really is. I'm trying to. I put a video out. Maybe I put it on the news channel, but yeah, I put the one reporter was saying that it was a mostly peaceful protest, and then the next video and the next thing is the mayor talking about how people were blowing up police cars.
I'm saying, so it's mostly peaceful explosions now. I was gonna be like, did the next guy show fires and like mostly peaceful fires over here?
But it's just like they think people are stupid, and it's like, dude, do you do any research? Like, are you guys doing anything to? Oh, I can't. How do I get out of this one? But like, oh shit. Oh well. Oh, I could just search it. But yeah, it's here it is. Okay. You pause, you bastard son.
Yeah, I've only seen a little bit about what's going on there in Atlanta.
I mean, but this is all you really need to know for right now. But just
look at this guy.
Oh, Eric Swalwell Jr. here.
I do think that, you keep using these words, violent, and it gives the impression, I mean, the only violence or the only acts of violence against people that I saw were actually police tackling protesters.
Many of them don't even live in Atlanta or in the state of Georgia, and they don't represent the voices of Atlanta. And some of them were found with explosives on them. You heard that correctly, explosives, and that has led to a police officer's car being set on fire, and other destruction has occurred. And so make no mistake about it, these individuals meant harm to people and to property. And so
I do.
But do you notice how he changed his wording to there was nobody the only violence towards people Yet they
Right.
they not only they were throwing rocks through the police station, they set police cars on fire.
Right, I was gonna say there was all like the fires and and shit they're showing. Like, well, like, did the police set those? Well, that's what
But
they keep. Well, that's what they keep trying to drive into people's brains now too, which they already started doing during the BLM riots and Antifa stuff. Is the whole like property destruction and stuff. If you're doing stuff and it's not against people, is that violence? Now they're trying to desensitize you to think that doing stuff like that is okay because stuff like that can be rebuilt. Like
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
but it's personal. It's a government building.
Right. Well, yeah, that's even worse. Yeah. I mean, yeah, well, how about that? Like you said, how about the insurrection, homie?
Yeah. They have a whole committee of it, and all these dunderheads are crying that they got kicked off the this committee, the Intel committee. I got kicked off the yeah. Maybe because
Right.
one guy, shitty shift, decided he was gonna lie to everybody, and dickhead Swalwell decided that he was gonna bang a Chinese spy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe that's a reason for you not to be on. Oh, it's just political. And Nancy Pelosi throwing people off wasn't political either. And what's her face? Ilhan Omar saying, well, nobody's about to be thrown off unless it's for, they did something wrong politically or something. You said some people did some things on 9/11.
Right.
Like, come on. Like, it's just enraging, man. It
Yep.
really and I don't and I'm just like, and like I said, I'm happy I'm seeing more and more people get on the train of they're all garbage, and it
Yeah.
starts with the local stuff. But I mean, dude, I moved out to the Midwest to get away from all this garbage.
Yeah. Because you were really in it where you were at.
Yeah, I was in it. And now these slimy scumbags are doing it here. They're doing it here. So they decided that they're going to do away with the food tax, but of course they got to do it incrementally. They can't just go, "Hey, we're
Right.
not going to do the food tax anymore," and just take it away. Why would they do that?
Right. Why would
And
we want you to be happy right away? That doesn't
No.
make sense.
Well, I'll tell you why. I found out why. Because then when they decide to put a 2.5% tax on you to fix the zoo, where every animal looks like it has conjunctivitis
Right.
or animal shingles.
Oh, homie, that reminds me of the fucking Michigan City Zoo by me. One of the times that I went, I was going around, and it was like the last time that I went, I was like, this zoo needs a fucking loan. Like, everything in here is terrible. Like, the animals have mange. And, like, what's happening?
Yeah, man. The gophers can't see out of that little thing that they pop their head out of. The gophers are like, this is ridiculous.
Right.
Is anybody,
dude.
we getting fed today?
It's like,
But yeah,
I guess I'm glad they kind of have a home, but man, it's not very good.
just leave them. I mean, they say that those animals would never survive in the wild. That's a rough ass. Yeah, I mean, it's bad. Like, but so they raised the tax, and I just saw. I guess it was on the ballot, and I guess I said I must have said no to it because it said tax increase, and I just automatically said no.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Nope.
I looked at it. It says a 0.2%. It was 2.5% that they put.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, because it was and it was just us. It's just Shawnee County. So all of Kansas got it taken away except for my county, which votes
Liberal or
yeah,
Democrat. Yeah.
votes blue. They go blue.
Uh,
It's like, dude, and then they got this water tax that they're trying to propose for 10%. It's like, dude, what the hell, man? Like, I just don't. I mean, I'm still paying a lot less. I mean, let's not get that
Yeah.
twisted, but
but
for
still,
them,
it's like you get away from it, then all of a sudden they're like, nah, now we're going to start giving you a little bit more. Yeah.
but we gave you guys the guns back. You guys should be happy. We gave you the guns back.
Like, no, that's just part of
Yeah.
part of the reality of actual happiness and liberty.
Well, here's another thing from Twitter that I saw. It was stupid Joe Scarborough saying that
Stupid Scarborough.
Oh, dude, he's so.
That would be a
he's-
good shirt. Stupid scar, bro.
Seth, let's make other ones, Seth.
Right?
Oh,
get him
speak-
made up.
Speaking of shirts, let's.
Speaking of, let's bring Seth out. He came to the show.
Well, this is not Seth. Seth and this next person, they're a little different colored.
Oh yeah, by the way, anyone that's listening right now, we are getting shirts. Yeah, if you didn't hear last time, whenever we were kind of talking, getting shirts made soon, so we will be letting you know.
And I'm gonna see if I can go full screen with this. And I will share this. And there's a word from a sponsor. He's just getting a free shirt. We're not paying him. And a sticker. So here's a word from our sponsor.
Woo, buddy. Yeah, that's a shirt I can get behind.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, buddy.
that's what's up.
We got some bad baller shirts. I love those shirts. Oh, and he said he could do hats too. So we'll when we get that, we can get those other hats that we wanted.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
the,
Yeah.
He said he can do those. So I asked him about that, and he said he
All
can do
right.
those. I was like, yeah,
Right on. Yeah,
So-
cool. Hell yeah. I definitely, I want those. And then after that, for hats, I want just a stitching style.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay. Yeah, we got
Hell yeah.
we got
You
all
got time.
everything we need, baby. Everything we need. And we got shirt ideas, we got everything, man. And I let me tell you, man, I have not done anything but spoke so highly of you in these last couple I mean, I always speak highly of you, but when I was doing the stuff so that way we start our business together, everybody's like, you guys met on yep,
Yep.
and you're doing this, yep. And it's just like, let's do this. I was just like, fuck the moon, we're going to Uranus. And people were just like,
Bitch.
oh, okay.
But that's no, hell yeah. And like that's the whole thing, is that you totally fit in with the whole, like, main thing is the free speech.
Yeah.
That's what I always say to anybody that's coming on too, that like how we're trying to get the sponsorship deal, like give us it.
Yeah, just listen.
So we'll be seeing, but the main thing is like we don't cut our free speech, and we're never going to
Yeah.
change the way we talk or about anything. And like, I mean, who knows? Somebody may change the way we feel about something, but we're going to be like, well, goddamn, now I feel different about something.
Listen,
So
a couple more zeros in the check, maybe we'll cut the fucks out a little bit more. Let's just put it that maybe we'll cut the fucks out a little. I'm still going to tell you that that Eric Swalwell took it in his hiney, but I'll
Right.
say it like that instead of he took a big giant. Well, not big giant. She's Chinese. A small Chinese finger in his asshole.
right. And I'll cut down to just 2 cunts an episode, so I only have one more.
But yeah, I mean, it's this is just it's so much fun, man. Everybody who watches us just says that we have so much fun doing this,
That's
and
why I started it.
Yeah.
Just to have fun.
yeah, and that we're so happy and that we're good together. We're good together.
We're good
Me and
together.
you. We were supposed to have Conservative Immigrant on today.
Yeah,
but-
anyone who knows him from TikTok is mainly where I know him from. That
Yeah.
I don't know if he has any other social media.
Yeah,
to
he
be
has
honest.
IG. He's on like,
Okay.
Instagram and Twitter. But yeah, he was supposed to be on today, but he forgot. He thought our email was spam. So, and neither of us contacted him to say, no, that's us, because we're both very like, oh, because I thought about it last night when I was like, oh, that's right, I forgot to text him about and remind him. And then all of a sudden I texted him, oh, I picked up a shift. I was like, oh, I sent you an invite. He's like, oh, is this you? And he sent me a picture, and I'm like, yeah. He goes, oh, nobody sent me you didn't text me back, so I thought it was just a spam message. And I was like, no, it's not, it's us.
It's us, man.
So he's rescheduled for the 15th. Next week is Leanne Starr, and I'm trying to get Vandy back on the show,
Word.
because she's getting a little more involved with I believe doing podcasts. I saw she's going to be on 2A Patriot, I think her name is.
Okay, Patriot Mama.
Yeah, 2A Patriot Mama.
Hers, I forgot what
yeah.
hers is called.
Yeah,
Real Voice of the People or Voice of the Patriots, something like that.
yeah,
Oh no,
Yeah.
Voice of the People's obviously Richard.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
right.
all, it's all rich.
No, it's like the same thing. Voice of the Patriots, I think, is what she has, but it's only on Rumble. Something like that. Yeah.
she's smart. At least Rumble pays them.
Yeah.
I think Rumble pays, but yeah. So we're working on that stuff. Anybody else? Actually, you remember Adrian Curry, the
Yeah.
supermodel?
Mhm.
Yeah. I sent it to her DMs.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, because I saw she's like living in the middle of the woods, in the middle of the woods, and I keep watching and I keep repeating myself all the time. I should just call myself Davey 2 times.
David 2 times.
But yeah, so she lives in the woods and like she's kind of like pushing middle. I don't know if she ever was left, but she's like kind of pushing.
She's
towards,
middle. She's like
middle.
middle right.
Yeah. So I kind of DM'd her.
Yeah.
I was just like, hey,
like you should come on the podcast.
I told her. I listen. I tell everybody we have the #1 podcast on the internet because you know why? Because we do. In my mind, we do.
Because Stone Cold says so.
Oh yeah. Woo! But yeah, man, I'm just, you know what else I'm sick of? I'm sick of these politicians who people vote in just trying to put a divide. I mean, and if you can't see it, there's what did I do? Why is my computer doing that? Holy moly. My computer just went all crazy on me for a second.
Dave's computer just fucking fries out. No.
No. The last thing you hear me is drop a bomb.
Right? Throwing everything behind you. No.
But here's this. By the way, Rob Reiner's Twitter account, I believed, has been hijacked by his giant liberal son. It has to be. Or someone entirely liberal, or he's just so senile. Because he just tweeted 8 hours ago, Pence, Biden, Trump, only one of these men possesses highly classified top secret documents, lied about having them, and refused to give them back. Take a wild guess. I'd say Joe Biden.
Yeah.
I'm just like, are you like, his account is just.
He's such a retard.
Yeah. Four more January 6th insurrectionists convicted of sedation conspiracy. It's long past time to indict the insurrectionist in chief. He is so stuck on Trump.
I know. They're never you can't pin that shit back to him at all because he didn't incite shit. Just give it the fuck up. If you want to go after anything, try to go after the file shit because whatever paperwork didn't get fucking whatever. I just wish it would either be done or not. Like this is it's constant games back and forth. And it's so crazy that now all of a sudden, they go to Pence's house, but it's still like, why aren't you guys seeing what Obama has? Worry about 30,000 files, not a fucking box or boxes like that we've been getting, or 3 files and fucking locations that Biden forgot about because he's fucking senile. Like,
all of a sudden you see a pirate ship outside of Obama's house.
right?
It's like, oh, where'd you buy that? Don't worry about it.
Don't
worry about my pirate ship. Leave. Don't check. You're not allowed. You don't have a subpoena. That's international waters.
Nothing to see here.
It's international borders. You can't go out there.
Yeah. No, if he had it, he would probably dock it like right in DC. He's like, this is not United States ground.
This is not a state. You can't go here.
Right.
The sooner the DOJ can clear President Biden of any criminal wrongdoing, the sooner they can focus on saving the rule of law and our democracy by indicting Trump. We're so past that time. Dude, we must never forget Donald Trump led a violent insurrection to overthrow the United States. And until he is prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, our democracy remains in peril. This man is off his meds.
Yeah, he is.
He is off something. Republicans stand for nothing. The next 2 years will waste taxpayer money on ridiculous committee hearings. We have to make sure we have at least one Katie Porter on each committee to call them out on their bullshit. Katie Porter Do you remember she was bringing a whiteboard to all her meetings and breaking down stuff? And you know what? I'll give her credit. A lot of the stuff she was right on. A lot of stuff she was right on. She got a couple things like, a couple things wrong, but a lot of stuff she was right on. Hey, you know, she doesn't do that anymore. Because Miss, I'm just going to sell all my Google stock before the DOJ decides that they're going to do their investigations. Oh, Nancy Pelosi? Yeah. Yeah, Nancy Pelosi told her to stop doing that. And that's why she stopped bringing her whiteboard.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
It's
makes sense. She's like, look, you're showing them why we're wrong on a lot, so stop it.
Stop proving their point, stupid.
Okay.
Stop proving your point, okay?
Chatter.
Okay.
Stop doing that. Clickety clack those teeth.
Oh, dude, she's not even gone, to tell you the truth, really. It sucks. But yeah, here's the new minority whip leader and his stupid TikTok.
Stupid.
Right-wing extremists stuck Americans with trillions of dollars in debt on failed wars and tax cuts for the super wealthy. We will not be lectured about fiscal responsibility by this crowd. I'm sorry. I forgot war has to be agreed on in Congress.
Like we're not. Oh my God! Like we're not up to fucking over 100 billion or so to Ukraine of all of our tax dollars. Like
110.
How about the federal government, not right wing, is responsible for all that? So that's why you guys should not exist, for one, and for two, a lot of those tax cuts went to the 1% of the world, which means anyone basically who had a job in America and got somewhat of a tax cut. God damn it. Yeah. I always hate that.
Well, speaking of what you were saying about Ukraine.
Oh, yeah. Well,
here's
now
a wonderful
31 Abrams tanks are going there. Of course, yeah. But we don't have anything to do with it.
But wait, not only do we not have anything to do with it.
So that's why today, in order to sustain, basically we're out of money. And so that's why today, in order to sustain Ukraine as it continues to fight, I'm sending Congress a supplemental budget request. It's going to keep weapons and ammunition flowing without interruption to the brave Ukrainian fighters and continue delivering economic and humanitarian assistance to the Ukrainian people.
We're out of money, but let's keep sending them more.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, it's so fucking ridiculous. Everything's going to keep going up. You ready for inflation to go up more, which means prices are going to keep going up?
Well, I mean, speaking of, if Republicans spend nearly $2 trillion on if Republicans hadn't spent nearly $2 trillion on Trump's tax cuts, and if they hadn't made it easier for the rich people to cheat on their taxes, the U.S. wouldn't need a debt ceiling increase this year or next. The GOP ran up the tab with handouts to the wealthy and well-connected, and now they're manufacturing a fake crisis as an excuse to slash Social Security and Medicare. I'm sorry. Who voted for everybody to get $1,400?
Right.
Who was calling the president a scumbag if he didn't vote for these things to go through? And how do you spend on tax cuts?
Right.
They don't know what they're talking about.
I don't get that. Yeah. That doesn't make any sense. Spending on tax, like that doesn't equate.
And look at another who's stupid idiot. Oh, just a follower. He probably liked it anyway. Stupid. Moron.
I was wondering that late. I actually made a tweet about that. For the life of me, I can't figure out why people on Twitter follow people that they completely disagree with. Like, you don't have to. You're gonna eventually see what they're fucking talking about.
I follow people that I disagree with because I want to know what they're saying, like this. Because I follow Elizabeth Warren.
Oh, I don't.
I'm like, let's see. And this pops up, and I go, is she that stupid?
Yeah, like, she is.
And people listen. That's the problem. People listen. Look, you have 4,277 retweets, 16,000 likes, over 16,000 likes on this tweet. That makes absolutely no fucking sense.
Right.
No sense. How do you spend tax cuts and help the people cheat on their taxes? Cheat. I'm sorry. What did Trump say? Hillary Clinton and her friends. Hillary Clinton and her friends wrote the tax laws. I follow my permanent ban on Twitter. I mean, it's just, and then here goes the shit pants in chief we have. House Republicans have proposed a new 23% national sales tax on American families, increasing the price of everything from groceries and gas to food and medicine. American families need more breathing room, not less. And I love the new fact checks. I really do.
Yeah, very true.
While the bill does institute a 23% national sales tax, it also eliminates the income tax, payroll tax, estate tax. It also includes a number of refunds and credits in Chapter 2 and further refunds and rebates for families in Chapter 3.
Yeah, exactly. Then it just becomes a national sales tax, which means it's just on produced goods. So, okay, cool. I'm fine with that. And that can go into the government and everything else.
And it leads you to where it is, congress.gov, and it shows you the bill, which, once again, huge proponent. Read the fucking bills.
Right.
Read the bills. I mean, it's just, it's that simple. And the fact that people don't read them is
this is a thing too. Hey, the tanks won't be in Ukraine for like another 12 months from now. How won't it be over by then? That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, it won't be over. It won't be over. And I was listening to that. What's that? Don McGahn? Is that his name? The guy who runs the military?
I don't know.
Well, and he was talking today about how we have no tanks to give Ukrainian people. So we're going to have to manufacture the tanks, send it over there, train them how to use it, and then they can use it.
Yeah.
But we don't have any. So
they
we
said
have
it takes like a month to get used to running those fucking things competently.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like that's what I'm saying, voice. I think they're just basically saying that World War III is going to be happening. So here we're going to start preparing over in Europe because you guys are going to need some of this shit.
Well, and then the reporter goes, so what happens if Russia just decides to come in and just take the tanks? Because they also asked for 15 fighter jets, Gen 4 fighter jets. They asked for also. And they go, what happens if Russia just decides to come and take that stuff? And he's like, oh, that's always we're hoping that doesn't happen, but that could happen. In a war we have no business in.
Right. In a war we have no business in, but guess what, homie? Hope is not a plan. Hope's going to get you real fucking killed. That's it.
I'm hoping it really doesn't happen, but it could happen, but we don't know.
Yeah,
but,
exactly. Unless American boots hit the ground, then Ukraine has absolutely no chance. Ukraine is and that's, I don't know why it's such a slow burn. I don't know what is going on. There's so many weird things with it that are going on over there.
And you think are we supposed to take the Ukrainian military, bring them here and teach them? Or are we going to have to send troops over?
Oh, they want, that they want us in the war. That's why he wants in NATO so bad. Cause they want they want them to take out Russia and Putin.
And don't get me wrong. Cause some people have come to me and said to me, are you against Ukraine? I'm against war, period. Especially I'm against the war that I'm paying for.
Mm-hmm.
That
we're not even in.
No business being in. The Ukrainian people, I feel real bad for them. And it's not their fault that they're in this war.
Right. And Russians too.
Yeah. All those people.
But especially Ukrainians. I mean,
listen, Russian people don't hate us.
Right.
Ukrainian people don't hate us. So why would I hate them? I hate their stupid leaders.
It's
who are
all
just
of our
trying to take
government.
over.
Like, it's all of our governments, like government period. That's what I keep trying to talk like to a lot of people. Anytime I get in like little things on Twitter, I'm like, everyone just needs to realize that government period is predatory and it never is going to equal any of your isms that you want that you think is going to be so good.
No, the government really doesn't do anything good for you.
No, I mean, it can at first, and like it usually does in some places at first, but it just becomes too big, too powerful, and too greedy, and it takes more of your money, and it quits representing you. Yeah, I just hate governments. Yep.
I can confirm that there have been a huge increase in workload at Redstone Arsenal for contractor work. I got a call today to come back to the company, build Patriot systems. Wow. I said no. Good. Yes, me too.
Mhm.
I hate willfully stupid people.
I can second that.
Yeah. But it's like, there was a certain population of people that hate us. There's a certain group of people that hate us and they want us evaporated off the earth. And I don't like somebody who wants me evaporated off the earth. Sorry. I
Yeah.
have never met a Russian person that says, I hate America.
No, not really. No.
Or a Ukrainian person that says, I hate America.
But I mean, I'm not very cultured, so I haven't met too many.
There's not a lot here. There's a lot more Mexicans than I thought were here. And then Chris goes, we're by the border, right? And I'm like, yeah. Oh, that's another thing. I like how we're funding their border again. We're funding their border, yet we have a border that people are just coming through.
Right. Well, like what those other countries in that one episode we were talking about how they're sending funding to them instead of and the funding that they're trying to send to our border we can't use for anything good, so it's fucking stupid.
Yeah. And and I was talking to, I forget who I was talking, it might have been I forget who I was talking to, but might have been the sponsor was saying that, like, everybody's talking about, I was like, why does it cost $12 billion to make an Abrams tank?
Right.
And you know what it is? And you know why the military industrial complex is so big? It's because they're giving their monies to their friends. That's all they're doing. I mean, if you work for the government, they use the cheapest shit. That's why when they left all that stuff in Afghanistan, they're like, yeah, they'll never get it off the ground because the shit don't work.
Right.
Though, they did, but they're like, yeah, the shit don't work. They took all the stuff out, and it's garbage.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. Every time you hear military grade, all it is the lowest bidder. But I mean, yeah, but it still is just stupid to leave that much money basically sitting over in another country. I mean, yeah, it's equipment, but it's still money that we spent that all of a sudden now is just their shit. Whether they can run it or not, they can use a lot of it to, they can use a lot of it to make something they can fucking run or get into it or.
Yeah. Oh, they can use parts from here to there to here to there and put stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. And I wouldn't doubt he does the same thing. Could you? So, once again, think out of the American box, okay? You are in a country which is known for corruption. You don't think they're going to turn around and sell some of that stuff to Russia, possibly?
Right, exactly. That's a good point. Putin might buy that equipment left in Afghanistan. I didn't even think about that. I wouldn't be surprised.
But no, I'm talking about Ukraine.
Oh,
you don't think Putin would? You don't think somebody in Ukraine would turn around and sell some of that stuff?
Oh, over to Putin? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I got an Abrams tank. How'd you get an Abrams tank? Well, the military doesn't know how to use that well, so here you go. Here you go, Vlad. Give me $1 billion. Here you go. Here's $1 billion. It's like
right. Well, yeah. I mean, he would give a decent little bit, but I know he would be like, if he knew where he got this one, let's go get a bunch of them. Yeah. Then he would start trying to go for that stuff and be like, all right, let's take it.
Yeah. And it's American. Yeah. Let's take.
Yeah, that's right. Doom. Yeah. The equipment we sent, only 30% has hit the front line. Yeah. And so that's all that we keep hearing, because a lot of the money, went also, I think, toward their government, and a lot of it stayed here for manufacturing.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's fucking dumb. And if they're still not getting equipment and like fighting back to, I don't even hear about like the fighting that's going on. If they're not like fighting enough to either get beat or win, like what is happening?
Nothing. You don't hear nothing. Nothing, because they're not going to tell you anything. They're just going to keep going. We need money. We need more money. They need more money. They need more money. Why? Why? For what? 110 billion. They have now. They're an eighth of what we spend on our military, and they're the size of what? Texas, maybe.
Right.
And they're an eighth of our military budget.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Come on. I mean, if you don't think there's anything corrupt about that, then then you're not paying attention.
Yeah, you're not paying attention. Yeah, exactly. What did Spike say? You're simply not present.
Yeah, exactly. You're just not present. Actually, one of the people on his going back to the bills, one of the guys said, make the bills 20 pages. That's it. 20-page bill. I'm like, that's perfect. That way you have time to read it, and then the 72 hours you have people time to read it. But
right,
I mean, maybe it'll pass the House, but the Senate already said they're just going to not do anything. The Senate, the Senate just got a vacation. That's all the Senate did. The Republicans taking over the House just gave the Senate 500-word bill. That's it. Yeah, that's it. There's no need for 4,000 pages. Just this is what we're going to do, and that's it. But no, they want to. They slip this in. They slip that in. They slip
right.
this
It's
in.
we need like that is like one of the most corrupt fucking things that a government can do is just like make something that they're going to pass so big that you can't read it anywhere near in time. And Pelosi literally says the words more than one time that we have to pass it to see what's in it, and then go from there. Like, no, bitch, no, that's not how this. It's not how any government should work, and especially this one. It's not how it's supposed to work.
Yeah, we're getting to the most corrupt government. It's getting bad. It's getting real bad. And if you don't think the media is in on it,
oh man, they are big time.
I mean, stupid Scarborough.
Stupid Scarborough.
I want a face with I want a shirt with a character of what does he look like? A caricature of? Well, this is, let me show you the hypocrisy of the news right here. Oh, let me show you how stupid. And this is where people are just willfully ignorant, and their attention spans are shite.
Now we know that the vaccines work well enough that the virus stops with every vaccinated person.
In COVID, and should have gotten a fourth booster shot. A lot of these freaks go, oh, fourth booster shot, robot. No, listen, here's the deal, moron. If you get a flu shot, what do? You go to the doctor, oh my God, you want me to have a 50th flu shot? No, you get.
The guy in the news just called you a moron.
Like, first off, bitch, I don't even get the flu shot because that's why you just get the flu.
Yeah. And aren't the vaccines that you got as a kid supposed to prevent you from getting the disease? We don't know how vaccines work. No, that's not how it works. It doesn't prevent you. All the vaccines that we've ever had, polio, chicken pox, what else? What other vaccines we got?
Look, number one, if you could still get it, why the fuck are you getting this one?
And you need 4 boosters and you still get it, and after they told you no?
Hey, get the fuck out of here with that.
No, leave him in. I like this.
Oh, I don't. He can stay in, but he can kiss my ass with that bullshit.
And as we're finding out with this pandemic, well, it lasts 6 months, maybe a year. So yes, put on your big boy pants, put on your big girl pants. And if you want to be healthy, I don't care. If you don't, that's your business. Smoke cigarettes, do whatever you want to do. Stay up all night, don't sleep. That's fine. Be unhealthy, your choice.
So then why do I have to get the vaccine then? If I can be unhealthy?
Yeah.
If I have the choice to be unhealthy, if I have the choice to stay up
It's
all
for
night,
everyone else. No, it's not. It's supposed to protect you. If it works
Yeah.
so good and it protects you, then fuck off.
Concern here, though, and let me bring in Reverend Sharpton because we've talked about this. My concern, Rev, is that there's a disinformation out there where people are saying, oh, well, it doesn't work because you've got to keep getting booster shots. The thing is, you're always trying to build up your immunity, and people are still dying from COVID. Is it a crisis right now? Well, for the people who are dying.
I don't know.
Didn't
I don't know. Did you? What's a woman?
yeah. Didn't we just have it on last week that the lady who told everybody that they need to stay home and yeah, exactly what? The same lady who told you to stay home and that we need to get these people vaccinated before all this stuff and dangle the carrot from it. Now all of a sudden turned out to say, well, we need to break it down into 3 factors: who died from it, who died with it, and then who was who got a gunshot and was tested for it and they said it had it. She literally said that last week on CNN. So don't give me no nonsense about biology. Don't give me no nonsense that the news is not lying to you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Of COVID, yeah, it's a crisis. Is it as bad?
Actually, my wife did. My wife gave tests for a year in people's faces. And guess who didn't get it? Guess who was tested once a week, at least.
Let me guess. You probably think the masks still work too, buddy.
He's wearing a mask in his profile
His
picture.
fucking picture. Yeah.
That as it's been? No. But as a doctor explained to me when I didn't want to get flu shots, you're not just doing it for yourself, Joe. You're doing it for everybody. Would it stop you from getting?
Oh, I hate that.
I'm sorry. Once again, the last time I got the flu shot, I got the flu.
The flu? No, but it'll make the flu that you get a little.
And I'm an astronaut. You could say whatever you want. You're on. I'm an astronaut.
Less intense. Same thing with COVID boosters. Will it stop you from getting COVID? No, but it will make COVID less intense. Something
I'm sorry. What did Rachel just say before?
If you get it, it stops with you.
Oh, hold on. We're 1:40. Let's go back. Let's do this one more time.
Now we know that the vaccines work well enough that the virus stops with every vaccinated person.
Guess what? That's fucking wrong.
One more time for the crazy people in the back.
Now we know that the vaccines work well enough that the virus stops with every vaccinated person.
Okay. I was just making sure I heard her correctly. Let's go back to stupid Scarborough here.
It's in something I said yesterday. But this misinformation keeps getting spewed out there. And unfortunately, the weakest and perhaps the least.
Who spread the misinformation? You fucking idiots.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys were telling everybody, oh, no, you got to get it. First it was, I'm not getting it. Trump did this. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. Are you going to trust whatever Trump says? Are you going to trust whatever Trump says? No, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. Then all of a sudden, Trump loses. Biden's in. Now you got to get it. Now you got to get it.
Now it's the
Guys,
best thing ever.
Now you got to get it. Oh, wait, it's 100% effective. Oh, wait, we never said it was 100% effective. It's 90% effective. Oh, no, wait, we never said it was 90% effective. It's 80% effective. Oh, 70, 50, 40, 12. Yeah, we're brainwashed.
Oh, yeah. Like you're
the one.
Okay,
you're
buddy.
the one in here trying to tell us that we don't know biology. He asked you what a woman was, and you said what? You're talking. You guys, people are just so brainwashed by the stupid news, and it went from you don't get it. It protects your neighbor. It protects this person. It protects person.
Oh, but hold on, wait. He works in a hospital, so he knows completely everything he's talking about, and all the shit that he keeps hearing on the news is completely true.
Yeah, and I'm on the moon right now.
Forgot about that.
I'm on Uranus. Actually, that's where we're going.
Right up it. Right in the crack.
Least educated are the ones that fall prey to these stupid lies. And I call them stupid lies. And I don't call a lot of things like just out and out stupid unless they're objectively stupid. And you look at all of the science, you look at all of the medicine, it's straightforward. And it's
the science also said that if you have a penis, you're a boy. If you have a vagina, you're a girl. And only women can menstruate because they have ovaries. That's what the science says.
Yeah.
But apparently, all the
Not
boys,
anymore, right?
all the boys are buying up all the maxi pads and all the tampons. And and now
Oh,
women couldn't
geez,
get
here we
them.
go.
Women couldn't get them, and these guys are now. And now, listen. All the people who are saying that men are making these laws and everything like that, apparently men are now taking over your sports. Men are now taking over your laws again because they just put on. They just
See, and here's where it goes into where you start blurring the shit to where you say you can be any gender and people have to fucking go along with it and then play into that fucking fallacy of delusion. It's fucking bullshit. Stop with that.
He's a nurse. I work in multiple hospitals too. Doesn't mean ish, but look at you. Really think I can't say that,
right?
It's we've had how many people have died from COVID?
I've lost track.
Yeah.
I will have.
She can't count that high. She doesn't have that many toes and fingers. It was what, 6%, 5%?
Yeah, it was reported multiple times.
Mind you, she's the one. Millions. Prove it. Prove it. Prove that. Prove. Even the CDC says only 6% died from the actual virus. Thank you. See? Go to the website. Did you
Millions.
Did you not study biology? Is that not how you didn't study that in nursing school? They didn't tell you?
Oh, if you worked in nursing, then you know who Kerry Mullis is, right? The guy who invented the PCR test that said that this is not invented to test for any of this. But I mean, fuck that guy, right?
Yeah, because those guys were deplatformed and told that they had no voice and they were demonetized and all that stuff, and told maybe let me see, maybe
victims. Oh, it comes from the guy that probably loved the lockdowns and all that.
Peace. Oh, you don't want to stay? Come
Peace,
on.
douchebag.
You don't want to stay? You don't like. Oh, that's right. I forgot. You're the people that don't like other opinions. You just want to come in here. Y'all are nuts. Why? Because we have a different opinion.
No, but at the end of that, I need to put D's because they're on your face.
But yeah, how about it was a little suspicious when in the bill itself it said that hospitals were getting $40,000. I can't explain reality to you. You don't live in it.
You don't live in it, homie.
You don't live in it. You're getting $40,000 for every person. Once again, my wife was doing COVID tests. You know what they were getting per COVID test from insurance? $200 to $700.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what they were doing? As many as they can.
Yeah, because money doesn't rule the world and incentives aren't anything. And money and power isn't what propels greed, is what all these fucking people seem to think.
They pry on everybody's fears. I mean, look, here's a video right here of Cory Spartacus Booker here telling people, oh, this gun's deaths and we need universal, and Chuck Stupid Scarborough said it again. Also, oh, well, 90% of the people want universal background checks. Who? How? Tell me where the number was at 90%.
Scared of what, mask guy?
You don't even look like it. Looks like a
so
doll.
Scared it's funny. Of what? Tell me of what exactly. But yet we refused to get that shit because we didn't fucking need to. And I laughed it all off and I didn't wear a fucking mask or anything. Take a deep breath and relax. No, kiss my ass. You want to say we're scared of something? Say what we're scared of, homie.
Tell me what I'm scared of.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Let's go, Brosif. Bro Chacho.
Scared. I'm shaking in my boots. I'm so scared of not getting myocarditis. It's insane.
I know.
It's,
you know what the best thing about
trans people.
Too bad one of my really good friends that's been on this podcast is a trans person. Oh actually two. Now two, yeah. But okay.
I love it. Oh my God. You're the best. Life of a nurse.
Man.
I like you. I like you a lot. You're terrified of them. I am petrified.
Thumbs up to you.
Wow. It went from he's a nurse. It's a nurse.
That's what they do.
To it knows.
Oh, wait. Now we're going to be perpetuating white supremacy. Just wait for it.
I'm not white.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't because now you're the Puerto Rican face of white supremacy.
Oh, Jesus. Forgot about that.
Yes.
Oh, man. At least don't call me Dominican. Then we're good. Oh, I'm terrified of trans people. Let me tell you, I would hug a trans
Oh.
person faster than I would hug you there, nurse.
Yeah.
I would rather a trans person work on me than you work on me.
Man, wow. That was interesting.
That is I like how come more people can't come in like that? I like that kind of stuff. That's
Yeah,
fun.
man. Twitch popped off tonight. Sweet. Gave us a little more interesting shit to talk
Yeah.
about.
We're top of that. You have to always try to project your stupidity. It's willful ignorance. It's willful ignorance. People are just so brainwashed. And I got a hair. Oh, speaking of hair, we will be on what's Josh's podcast?
Liberty or Death podcast.
Liberty or Death
on
podcast
Friday.
on Friday, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern.
I think he's going to be live on both YouTube and Rumble.
So yeah, catch that. It's his first episode. Very excited. It's not ignorance, it's stupidity. Ignorance means you don't know. Stupidity means you don't want to know. This is very true.
Mhm.
This is very true. Stupidity is, but yeah, we're gonna be on Josh's podcast on Friday, with Kelly. I only know her by
Kelly, the Unbroken podcast
The
is
Unbroken
her podcast.
Yeah, it's her podcast. She talks about trafficking, about her story. She was trafficked. And on her podcast, that's all she talks about, and she's excited to talk about other things and laughing and having a good time with us. So that's going to be a fun time.
Mhm. Yeah, and the host is Twisted Josh on TikTok and Instagram. If you find him on there, that's his podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's on Instagram. Duh, I'm an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Twisted Josh 2.0 on
I think
TikTok?
so. I think it is Twisted Josh 2.0.
So, but yeah, it's just that's what you get though. Look at that. It went from we're scared of the vaccine to we don't like trans people.
I did, yeah, like with the jump, man. Like he fucking pole vaulted. He really.
You mean Eliza Blue, who I heard was in some kind of adult movies? Yeah.
Yeah, she was trafficked, wasn't she, or something like that?
Eliza Blue?
Yeah.
I don't know, but apparently, we can talk to I was listening to Chrissy Mayer's podcast, and Leanne was on it. They talked to Eliza's boyfriend, an old boyfriend. Yep. No, yes. 1, 2, 3, go. But yeah, they spoke apparently to Eliza's ex-boyfriend, and apparently she had a lot of issues with substance abuse. I don't know. I that's what I think I heard. Don't quote me. I'm going off of what I think I heard.
Right.
But yeah. Of course she's she's using the corn issue to cover up what she is, a garbage human being, and sending children medication for. Maybe, possibly, could be. We don't know. It's all speculation. We have no idea.
You never know. It could happen. That's exactly how it could be.
But yeah, did you ever watch that Vice episode that Sydney was on? And
I don't think so.
Yeah, dude. The person that was sitting next to Sydney was the most logical one there, and she was trans, and she was just like, well, maybe I don't think we should have kids do this and that, but I don't know. And then the one down in the end was just like, no, kids, you can be whatever you want. Yeah. Those Vice things are interesting, but I don't think they'd have anybody like me or you on it to tell the truth.
Oh no, hell no. Word.
All right.
Later on, Richard.
All right, Rich.
But yeah, no, definitely not. No, they wouldn't have us because we are way too just pop off at the mouth, and yeah.
But they had an episode on what's masculinity, and this dude if you see this dude, you go no. But this dude was talking about guys can't talk about what they like in bed. Like if you talk about wanting a finger, in a place, like people look at you weird, and I'm like,
Yeah, because guess what, bro? That's weird.
Do you, homie? But okay, you don't look like it, but okay. And he's like, yeah, and then women call you a bitch for one, and I'm like, yeah, a lot of them would. Don't listen to what the television's telling you. The television will tell you that you let your freak flag fly whenever you take a new girl home, but once
Right,
again, there's a lot of women that still want
like,
a man.
Like, yeah, I'm not saying she's right, but I ain't saying she's wrong.
Listen, when I'm in the shower soaping up, that's the area I get I clean the quickest. I'm just like, my
All right,
wife
good.
knows. I play around my wife, and I'll touch her butt and everything and stuff like that, and then she'll go for the credit cards. I'm like, all right.
Like, no.
No, I don't want that. No. But yeah, man. Oh, free the quartering. What happened to the quartering? Did they get
What, did he get banned on Twitter or something?
I don't know. Are you kidding me? Eliza and her Twitter goons are locking people out of their accounts, just sharing links. Oh shit.
Oh, is it that Eliza girl?
Yeah, it looks like it. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. I locked out for sharing my appearance on blah 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 blah. The other was Chrissy Mara's video. I deleted the tweets because I'm not Jeremy the Corden, but this is nuts. I guess we are on the radar now. It's did you see what happened to homeboy, the Buffalo Bills fan on TikTok?
No.
Apparently, people gotta realize TikTok is not always real life, man. And social media is not always real life.
Yeah, a lot of people need to realize that.
You can form friendships and bonds and stuff like that, and find your wife. But like you got somebody put out the address of his estranged wife and his daughter, his 8-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, he's like, okay, all right, I'm done. I'm off here, and it's like, people are just like, why? For what reason?
Yeah, for what reason? That's fucked up.
For what reason? Because you don't like his political views?
Right.
You don't like the way he votes? And because these people, the ones that tell you that Trump spent $2 trillion on tax cuts, those are the ones you're listening to, and then call us sheep and us delusional? Like, come on, people. This is not real. That's not real life.
No.
A lot of times people play it up, on stuff. I play it up here.
Well, that's the whole thing is like, you can be passionate about some things, but there's lines that you don't cross.
Yeah. And like now the guy's off TikTok and off social media. I'm pretty sure he's going to keep his account, but like now he's got to watch out. His wife said,
if you don't Joey,
Joey, yeah. His wife said, if you don't quit TikTok, then you can't see your kid. Like, I mean, she has a leg to stand on.
Right. Well, it gets way too toxic. That's the whole thing. Yeah, the people need to realize it's not real life. Like, it just got way too toxic on there and shit. Like, I just deleted it off my phone just because I got tired of fucking paying attention to it. I got enough other social media and shit.
Yeah, listen, I get it now when people are like, yeah, social media is a job. You know what it's like to run 3, 4, running 40. And you know what? And making comments on Twitter on 3 different accounts is hard.
It is.
I'm trying to like, oh, where did I make that? Oh, where did I make that comment? Where did I make that comment? Crap, where did I make this comment? Well, wrong account.
Oh, it absolutely is. Like that one that I remixed of Project Knowledge of Bill Cooper on the Business Party IG. Man, that thing got like up to like almost 60,000 likes or something, and the comments fucking going off. Like, I was like, man, I cannot keep up. Then I just started like laughing at people and talking shit. I was like, I'll fuck with people now.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't participated in the group chat on Instagram, but they just, between them two, it's just like, I said something, I'm like, dude, you guys just don't stop talking.
Right. They're like, I know I'm not a very talkative person outside it, like a few people, me and you and a couple others, but I'm not the super most talkative person. And yeah, like, and then whenever they start going, like they start going off, I'm like, I can't, I'm already lost in the car. I'll wait till tomorrow and just say, what's up, guys? Because I'm not going to know what happened in that conversation.
Listen, texting for me, like as soon as, because it always happens. It never fails. Like you'll text me, then my wife will text me, and then Cody will text me. Like all at the same time. Like Cody knows I'm on the show right now, and he texts me. Like, but it's always when I'm like doing something that I get like a phone, like my mom will call, and then Trish will text me, and then you'll text me, and then I start to get anxiety, and I start to like, and then my boys from back home will text me on Facebook Messenger, and all these things will pop up, and I'll just have a meltdown.
It's all at once. Who to answer? What's going on? Why is it everything at once?
But socially, if I know you, I'm just bouncing around like an idiot. But like with the phone, I'm like, I can't prioritize who to answer first. I'm like, jump a 7, 3, and then everybody's like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
Not computing.
And I start having a Nancy Pelosi. Hi, good morning, Saturday morning.
Oh, that shit's hilarious. Hi, good morning.
But
no, you pull a Fetterman like, hello, everybody, good night.
That commercial, man, will forever be one of the best things we broke down.
Oh, man.
He's trying to do something. Yeah, don't die. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm so like, somebody died. Randy from the Enk Boys died.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't know. But we sad to share the news of the passing of Randy Gonzalez of the Enki Boys, who reportedly passed away this morning in hospice. Oh, shit. That's another thing. Did you know there was a stroke season? Yeah. There's a stroke season. Now people are having... Yeah. Apparently it's a thing. And it happens in the winter. It's about this time of year because you're not getting you're not getting as much sun. You're cold and your body's like, going into like a hyper mode. So your heart's racing. So yeah, it's stroke season, but nobody's ever talked about it until now because now kids are having strokes. Young men are having strokes. And it just, all of a sudden, now it's prevalent.
Right.
I wonder why.
I know. It's like we're going to see a wave of certain things that kind of seem to start happening. Yeah.
And if you don't think that Bill Gates was telling the truth when he wants to depopulate, once again, it's not going to be done by just a train. It's not going to be like, oh, come on, guys. No, it's going to be done slowly. Like maybe we inject people with this thing. Maybe they can't have kids anymore.
Right.
Maybe.
And also, I mean, there's like a big part of it too. Like it comes with that, but then it's like people will question like, well, why doesn't it happen to some whatever else? Like, look, you guys were the test run. There had to be some placebos put out.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe they're pushing all this trans stuff and chemically castrating children to stop their bloodline too. They've convinced a lot of parents to give their kids these things, and people are going online and trying to convince other people to do these things. Maybe that's how you depopulate.
Well, I mean, it plays into a lot of it because, I mean, then you can't populate.
Yeah. So now, there goes that bloodline. Now, all of a sudden, now you have to be more inclusive. No more kids from them. So in the next generation or two, cut the population down to a quarter. After that, cut it down another quarter. People don't understand. They're not going to do it quickly. They're not going to just be like, you're not going to see people dropping dead, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You're going to have blood clots. You're going to have this. You're going to have that. If you don't think they're slowly doing it to everybody, you're out of your mind.
Right. I mean, I'll be waiting to see an uptick in other things, obviously.
Yeah.
Like cancer and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just, and you know, and for me to just know, like, to think of that, it's just I don't.
I hope I'm wrong.
I hope I am too. Shit. I hope I'm totally wrong, but I mean, it's just you just see all this stuff where they're just pushing it onto kids now. Like California has that new law, the 10-year law. So if you're 13, now you can have relations with a 23-year-old.
I think it's 14. I think it's 14 to 24.
14 to 24.
Yeah, it's still fucked up. Real fucked up.
We're not in a good place, my man. We're not in a good place, and it's just I see a little bit turning. But I mean, you just keep having these politicians call people this and call people that, and that's not how we do this. That's not. We're supposed to be coming together and bettering the country. We're not supposed to be. Well, this person's radical. That person's radical. This person is an Islamist. This person's an Islamophobe. This person is anti-Christian. This person is a pedophile because he. That's not what the politician is supposed to do. This is not. This is not WWE.
They sure act like it is.
Well, then they should fight.
Oh yeah, political fight club.
They should really fight. Then, if they're going to treat it like the WWE, they should be the WWE. By the way, we got stickers, folks. So if you want a sticker, just send a self-addressed envelope stamp to. Well, actually, just hit me up in the DMs or Scott up in the DMs. I got to send him his. But they're quality stickers too, dude.
Hell yeah.
They're nice quality
Looks
stickers.
like a pretty decent size too. Hell
yeah, it's
good.
perfect. It's a perfect size.
Oh yeah, we got getting merch in the works, yo.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we don't have the solutions. I mean, we're just two guys trying to tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
And apparently the nurse is trying to tell us that we're delusional, and I love it.
Yeah. That was funny.
I love it. I love it.
I always got to talk shit like that. That's it's like hard for me not to.
But it looked like a mannequin with a mask on.
I know.
And I like the person who's talking about it had the mask under their chin.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not see the hypocrisy and the stupidity?
He's like, I have to virtue signal even in my pictures, okay?
Guys, I'm a nurse. You just don't understand. I'm a nurse. I'm a fucking astronaut. I'm a race car driver, buddy.
Well, they say what is it? What's annoying? Whenever what would it be? What's most annoying when people like wrap their whole personality around something? It's like anything, and especially like when it's nursing and shit too.
Well, I'm a nurse. I know.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought the science changed all the time.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know? Tomorrow it could be different. And Trish actually, I reposted this. Trish posted this video of a 29-year-old kid who was like, you know, I bet you can look up something. Hold on.
Something will make you look as it does right now.
Hold on. Either or, it doesn't matter. Sorry, it's the wife. That's
got to take care of business while we're in the business.
That's the number one right there. That's the number one person. Sorry. But this 29-year-old kid said, you know, in the time we have the most information, we are the dumbest.
Yes.
Because you can go and look up, and he went and he Googled, can coffee deteriorate your eyesight? And it brought up a thing that said, no need. I'm reading her text message out loud. It brought up a thing that said that coffee will deteriorate your eyesight and blah, 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 blah. Then he goes, will coffee help your eyesight? And it brought up an article. Coffee will help your eyesight. And and this is what. So you can look up any article that proves you right.
Right.
So it really doesn't matter. In the end, does it matter? Does it matter if you're right or wrong? How about let's not worry about if you're right or wrong. Let's have the discussion, like Rich would say.
Right. Let's have the discussion. And especially if like you know that how you feel is just how you feel, like definitely hold on to that and be loud about it too. That's how I always feel about it.
just you can hold, but if somebody makes a good point, then just be like, oh, okay, good point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if don't just sit here like this dickbag and be like, you're terrified of no, I'm not terrified. How do you know?
Right. Well, I mean, but also when he first came in, that we don't understand how vaccines work, and I'm like, doesn't matter how the other ones work. They actually been tested and they do work. This one really wasn't tested. Efficacy was never actually proven, and people are still getting it and still getting COVID even after so many boosters. So understand to me, my stupid self, why I can't understand what's going on.
So
Why should I get it?
Let me have a kind of a biology lesson here. Okay. So let's start with the flu, right? So what happens every year when you get when the flu season comes around? They tell you that there's different strains of flu. So they put different strains of flu in the flu vaccine. So that way you get to build immunities to it.
They give you a fucking roulette wheel.
Yeah. So then comes this new thing. And now they tell you that it has different strains. Oh, and the flu killed people too, by the way. They tell you that there's new strains of it and that you need a shot every year for it because there's different strains and they want to put those strains in your body. So hold on.
So then you're going to get past strains and you're not going to get the new ones. So what's the point of getting the old ones? I just don't understand.
But what does that sound like? What is that?
Right.
Oh, that sounds like a new flu. That's what that sounds like.
Right.
It sounds like we just got a new kind of flu. I mean, if you kind of like put them together, they kind of look like the same fucking thing because the same people are getting sick, same people are dying, and now you're giving them a vaccine that's partially killing people.
Right.
That, maybe when they got the illness, it brought their spike proteins up, and then now you're pumping them full of more spike proteins and over proteining their body, and their blood is clotting. I mean, I didn't take biology in school, so I don't know.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's not biology, it's fucking common sense, you dunce.
Yep.
Common sense. When you put 2 and 2 together, it equals 4. It doesn't equal racism.
Yeah, well, nowadays it equals 5 for all these people that think reality is objective or subjective, whatever they want to fucking put it as. Well, yeah. Either way, yeah, I think we're out on this one.
Yeah, you look tired, my man. You need some sleep.
Nah. Actually, I'm not tired, but yeah. Yeah, not too bad.
You got this, brother.
Oh, yeah.
You got this. You got this, my man. You got it. Fuck him. Why?
Fuck him.
Why can't you just be nice to somebody? I used Specs with Madison the other day. And I was like, yeah, we were just talking. I go, yeah, maybe you call your fucking father once in a while. Maybe he wouldn't, he'd know what's going on in your fucking life. Specs, you can't say that to her. You can't. Fuck her. That's my daughter, Specs.
My goddamn Specs.
And she starts laughing. She goes, all right, I'll call you next week, Dad. I'm like, man, I didn't say it. The stupid doll said it. I'm not a fucking doll. All right. God, you don't have to yell at me. Go fuck yourself. All right. Okay. All right.
We got some craziness.
I'm terrified. What can I say? The guy's not wrong. We are kind of nuts.
We might be, yeah. We might be.
All right, there, Scotto, hit the music.
Yeah.
One of these days, you're going to have to rap for me.
I'll try. It's terrible.
Me too. Up the volume.
Oh, yeah. Well,
there you go.
Yeah, bring it up a little bit. I think sometimes.
No, your volume was a little.
Oh,
messy.
my volume. Gotcha. Yeah, trying to see where to be. But
on that note, folks, have a pleasant week. I hope your weekend is fantastical and wonderful. As we said, we have shirts. Showed you the shirts. They're pretty cool. I think they're cool. They're the first run. So get yourself a first run Business Party Podcast shirt, because maybe we won't use that design after this one. Maybe we'll just have that as the first First 40 people to
Yeah.
come and get it, and that's it.
We shall see.
And that'll be it. And then we'll try another design. And, you know, and we're doing it $20. You don't have to pay for shipping. We'll take care of the shipping. Once again, we're not trying to make money off anybody. We're just trying to get the name out. And we're just trying to cover the costs. So, yeah. Pick up a shirt. We're going to have some more stuff. We're going to have websites soon. We're doing things.
Yep.
And
Trying to make moves.
yeah. And I want to thank Rich for having me on the other day. Twice. He had me on twice. You know, thanks for helping us get our name out there. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
Thank you to everybody that helps us get our name out there. You know, people that talk about us, because, you know, we were hearing rumblings and stuff like that. So, but we appreciate you all. And like we say, you know where to find us.
Yep.
We're not here to change your mind. We're just here to open your mind.
And
Fuck the
moon. We're going to Uranus.
Woo!
Have a good night, y'all.
Have a nice week, folks.